Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome to a brand new series of Tropico 6. I've never played this game before, I'm going in completely blind. I have gone and looked at a couple of the options. I just wanted to show you one option on here that I thought was absolutely very cool. They have an option to only play stream safe music, which I think is just fantastic. I am going to turn the music down just a little bit, like that. Wait a minute. It would probably help if I pressed apply and then did it. Right. Before we go any further, there is a link in the description down below. This game was provided to me from the people at GOG.com. There is going to be a link to them in the description of every video. I've got GOG Galaxy installed on my computer. I already had it on there. You have the option on there that I didn't realize until I installed this game. You can link Epic Games with it as well, so you can access games from your GOG Galaxy and your Epic Games library all in the same screen and see what you've got there. It's absolutely brilliant. And I've been using GOG Galaxy. Well, I don't know about GOG Galaxy, the interface, that's kind of new to me, but I've been using GOG for a long time. I've used them for quite a lot of games in the past, and now they're really pushing out a whole load of newer games as well. It's definitely worth checking out. They provided this game to me for free, so they have all the credit for that one. All opinions and so on stated herein on my own. They have not said in any way how I need to portray anything at all. That is all my own opinions. Right, we've done all of that. Check out GOG.com. This game, like I said, I got from there. I think you can get it elsewhere as well. I'm assuming you can. It's available on a number of different platforms, I think. I'm going in blind. We're going to go in of a new game. Did you know Peter Tatchell, a British gay rights activist, attempted a citizen's arrest? And I don't know the rest. Right. Welcome, Presidente. Before you present yourself to the proud citizens of the Tropican nation, please check your outfit. The first impression is the most important after all. Right, well, I'm a male, so it probably makes sense for me to be male. Although she looks very cool. She looks very cool, she does. But no, I'm male, so I'm going to play as male. Outfit. Right, we got the defaults. Hawaiian tourist. Modern businessman. Mafia type. Soldier. Pirate. Yes. Academic. Pharaoh. Ooh. I kind of like the Pharaoh approach. That's pretty cool. 70s Roman Emperor. I tell you what, we'll start with default. We'll see if we can change things later on or not. I don't really know. We might be able to. Right, main color, default. I always like I'm a fan of green, but I don't know if green really, like, blue. Blues and browns for a uniform sort of portrays a serious as kind of, or red, you know. Pink just doesn't put you across as quite such a serious character to be feared and revered, does it? Neither does green. We'll stick with the original color on there. Secondary color is, wait a minute. Well, where's the secondary color coming in? What is the secondary color? Was it red? No, the secondary color was the default. Alright, well, we'll leave it like that. Hat over here. We got no headdress. We got the soldier, the mafia, the Hawaiian tourist, the pirate hat. Oh, I can rotate round. Ooh, look at this. Pharaoh hat, academic dress, Roman emperor. This is so cool. Spiked helmets. All right, we'll leave this. We'll go with the peak cap. We'll president trait. Oh, okay. So this is my president. I don't know if I can change him later. Maybe I can. Right, kind of normal. You've mastered the art of not standing out in the crowd, and have made being average into a fine art. If there is a more seemingly ordinary person in the world, nobody has noticed them. No gameplay effect. Have two faction escalations at the same time to be apologetic. You always thought a good apology Oh, I see. That was prices got you out of many scrapes in your political career, and your puppy dog eyes melt the hearts of even the most ruthless enemies. Standing penalty for rejecting demands has decreased by 50%. Charismatic increases the stand. I'm not going to sit and read these all out to you. There's a whole list of different traits that we can go for, so I'm just going to stick with kind of normal, so it would, you know, there's nothing leaning one way or the other, because I'm not really sure which is going to be really beneficial at the moment. There's a big long line of them. We will stick with kind of normal. Palace over here. Again, I'm going to stick with the basic, what the game has to offer, what it starts off with, and I won't change anything at all. So we got a new game, we got tutorial, missions, sandbox, and back. So I would assume, well, we'll go with the tutorial because I know nothing about the game whatsoever. Basics and economy. Welcome to Tropico. You are El Presidente, the dictator of Tropico. A small but thriving nation located somewhere in the Caribbean Sea. You will build, expand trade, and issue laws to guide Tropico through 4 turbulent historical eras in which you will have to face global superpowers while trying to juggle interior political factions. How will you be remembered? As a benevolent leader who caters for the people, or as a dictator ruling with an iron fist? Whatever you choose, the main thing is that you stay in charge.
Hola, Presidente. It is I, your loyal penultimo, with a workout for your mighty brain. A formality, I know, for one of your brilliance.
Yet even a politician's savant must stay in practice. Please demonstrate a few of the leadership techniques which you intend to impose your flawless will upon the nation of Tropico. Penultimo is prepared to gasp in awe. Complete all tutorial tasks, except... Right, spacebar doesn't pause game time. What does pause the game time? I need to find out now. Oh, right. Normally spacebar would be something that would do that. Cycle speed is G, pause is P. So press P to pause the game, and then G to cycle through the speeds.
I am so proud of you, Presidente. Your control of your Tropico is absolute.
I especially enjoyed marveling at your palace from so many angles and distances. Amazing! After this, maintaining your power throughout a turbulent century of political challenges should be simplicity itself.
Your loyal citizens do whatever you tell them to do, Presidente.
They are not as loyal as Penultimo, of course. Nobody could be. But they are good for constructing buildings, making and transporting goods, and generally keeping the economy ticking over. I really want to be reading this out in his accent. If you want to be the world's greatest dictator, you need to make sure that you have filled treasury for all necessary expenses. Best way of making money in Tropico is to produce goods and export them. The dock and the Teamster's office are the main drivers of export. Teamsters fetch goods from production buildings and deliver them to the dock. They are stored until the next freighter arrives. Freighters automatically load and export the goods stored in the dock. Select Teamster's office, inspect its description, select the dock, and inspect. Right, so we've got that one down there. Teamster's office, and I can have a look. Without a Teamster's office, no goods get moved from one place to another. And then we've got a dock over here, so I can move it around like this. Now, there's something about pressing Alt. Oh, if I just press and hold the Alt button, I can move the mouse any way I like. I'm sure there was a Control as well. No. Control didn't do anything. Alt did. It was just Alt and then move it round. Right, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Look into here. We've got all sorts of different information in there, which doesn't really mean a great deal to us at the moment. On every island in Tropico, docks provide merchant seamen the facilities to load and unload cargo. Good connections. Connect the mine to a new road that connects to the existing road. Buildings that do not produce, temporarily store, or receive goods do not require a road connection. Teamster trucks are already busy transporting corn from your plantation and hides and meat from the ranch to the dock for export. There is also a mine that is producing gold, but is not connected to the Teamster's office by road, so they cannot reach it. Right then. So we got a mine here somewhere. Where is this mine? That would be the bit over here. So we've got a mine in here. There's a nice level of detail that is available to be seen on some of these things. If I click on here, budget, right in there, almost human protocol. Job quality 25, education required, uneducated, deposit volume 29,760, storage 316. So we've got gold there, we just need to extract it from the mine, and we need to get it over to here. Now, I'm sort of thinking a road going straight through there would be a good idea. Construction road over here. Road is not within designated. That is the designated area right there. Ah, I see. You just got to take it to the squares on this bit. Boom, like that. I don't want any more, so I right-click that one. Now, the mine is connected to the road network. The Teamsters will transport the gold to the dock. An X-Freighter will automatically export the gold, earning you money, which is added to your treasury. Every time a freighter arrives, a newsfeed message will display the money earned from your export. The current treasury balance is permanently displayed on the top left of the screen. We have 16,000, almost 17,000 monies. You will need to have money in the treasury to construct new buildings, new roads and buildings, and running costs like building upkeep, wages for workers will deplete your treasury over time. Export 50 gold. Wait for the next freighter to export goods. Right. I need to export 50 gold, so we want to probably just speed things up. What is this over here? I don't think I can do anything with it. So I'm going to speed time up. We're going to go to 4 times now. Right. Oh, wait, no. P to... You know what? I'm going to change this over a minute. Right, now when I press spacebar, it pauses the game, which is pretty much the same as most of the other games that I play. So that makes a lot of sense. That truck right there is got capacities. He's carrying 316 gold. So that ship that just departed... that has no gold. That's not taken any gold at all. But I have now got gold has gone from the Teamsters thing. Well, they went up there and they got the gold and they took it to the dock. So you down here on the dock, see, we got people working there. Next arrival time in nearly 2 months. Expected revenue 6,000. We've got gold in here, 316 gold in there, plus we've got a load of corn and other stuff as well. So we are about to get a boatload of money.
Look, a boat. It looks so tiny from here, but I doubt even you could lift it.
It warms Penultimo's heart to see the ships coming to Tropico and taking our goods out into the world. Not that what we make isn't good enough for Tropicans to use, of course. It's just that we make much more money when we sell them to our unsuspecting export partners. Other sources of income come from service buildings and residential buildings. Their profit margin is not as big as from exports, but their revenues are regularly credited to your treasury each month as rent or directly in the case of visitor fees from service buildings. Construct your first tavern now to provide your citizens with fun and get a little extra income. After confirming the location, construction office workers are sent to the construction site to erect the building. Right then, so we need to build a tavern. Entertainment in here. There is a tavern. I can put this anywhere I like so long as it is inside. Oh, I see. Right. There. Now I can zoom in and have a look. So I can put that anywhere I like so long as it is within the blue square. Let's speed it up a little bit here. What are you doing? Why aren't you building? Normal priority. Building under construction. Well, I'm waiting for things to happen here. Nothing seems to be happening yet. I haven't really got much of a town here yet either. You are, like, gonna do something with this, aren't you? You know, people taking shortcuts through it. No one seems to be interested. Construction. Ah, there we go. Some goods can be processed into refined goods that have better export prices. That's the job of industrial buildings in general. You can process the hides from your cattle ranch into leather using a tannery. Instead of bringing them to the dock for export, Teamster trucks will deliver hides to the tannery when it is constructed and connected to the road network. to the road network. As long as the tannery is staffed and has hides on stock, it will use them to produce leather. Build a tannery and produce 50 leather. Right. Construction overview, industry, tannery. Build it anywhere you like so long as it is within the blue square. Start multiple construction, start quick build construction. Oh, control and to zoom in if I want to, like that. There, rotate building. There. So I can rotate the building round so that that road goes on to here, which would be good. So I'm going to plonk that one down there. And I did see a thing somewhere that said there's a golden rule in Tropico, and that is 4-to-1. That's the golden ratio, is 4-to-1. So I'm assuming that what they mean is 4 cattle, 2 of these, and then there would be 1 additional processing point from for the leather. So we have 4 cattle, 2 of these,
I knew you
one
would
of the
get
other.
the hang of this way of issuing orders.
Remember, it's all about stuff. Build stuff to make stuff, build stuff to move stuff, then build stuff to export stuff so you can stuff your pockets full of money. Of course, it is the Tropican treasury that is really getting stuffed. Wink, wink. I guess kind of weird and creepy that he said wink, wink.
Making money is good, but you know what is better? Making more money.
The basic plan is to get things to make things to sell abroad. But every step of the way, there is something you can do to squeeze more money out of production. All produced goods are exported automatically, but there are some basic ways for you to manage your economy to save costs, improve the workflow, and increase your profits. And this is what this lesson is all about. Since you're currently producing leather anyway, you can commit to a leather trade route to get a better price for a certain export volume. You cannot fail a trade route, and you have unlimited time to complete it. Have active export trade route for leather. Right, let's go to just the one-time speed there a minute, just for a second. Task completer. We need a Mexican trade route. Trade. Oh, I see. Right, leather plus 45% right there. Oh, that's coming in. Iron coming in. Hides going out plus 5% right there. Meat going out. Leather plus 20%. I like this. I like this. Right. Conditions. Destination Mexico. Standard income per 1,000 units 5,400. Auto export income per 1,000 units 5,400. Route income per 1k units 6,480. Deviation 20% above standard. Volume 500, 3,000, 10,000. Okay, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do 10,000 to start with. So let's just start off with, something small. Sign a contract. Do you want to sign this trade route? I'm not going to remove confirmation things just yet. Yes, I do. I want to. Right, with the trade route signed, you want to make sure your tannery has enough hides to keep it running. So let's build an additional cattle ranch. The efficiency of some production buildings depend on certain properties of their location. To help you identify a suitable location, a colored overlay will indicate the worst locations in red and the best in green, identifying the most suitable location for the new cattle ranch by comparing the resulting efficiency modifier, which is previewed in the construction panel. Did everybody follow along with that? There will be a test at the end. Have a ranch where cattle value is between 90 and 100. Connect the cattle ranch to the road. Right. Construction. Ranch. So we don't want it over there. We want it in the green areas. Control to zoom out a little bit. And let me see. So we don't really want to put a cattle ranch up here. It's not really going to work out very well. So efficiency 40%. Ground is uneven. Put it in here. Things are looking good. Efficiency 98% in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate that bad boy around like that. And I'm going to put it right here next to the one that is already there. And it's going to be another cattle one. This does meat and hide. So I'm going to dump that one down there like that. And I'm going to go to construction. I'm going to go to road there. And I'm going to add a little bit of extra road out to there like that. There is another cattle ranch. So I got 2 of those to 1 of these. So Where does the cattle ranch get stuff from? Freighter, look, I've got money coming in over here. So we've got regular cash coming in. Right over here. Busy unloading stuff here on the dock. Next arrival in 4 months. Lifetime cost 4,500. Expected revenue currently 0. Efficiency 105%. Work mode sniffer dogs. No idea what that means. Stats. Income 13 grand. Efficiency. Work mode -20. Budget modifier 25%. Efficiency 105. I don't know what most of that means. Don't really know what most of that means, so we're not going to worry about it. Now, you in here, you got a problem by the look of it. Stats, upgrades, efficiency. I don't want stats. Chrome tanning decreases the consumption of hides by 25% if I spend 5 grand on the building to upgrade it. That'd be pretty good. Description in here: processes hides to produce leather, emits pollution. Makes good financial sense to use all of the animal. I've got no hides in storage. I've got 326 leather there on the output. Every building has 5 budget settings, with a medium budget being the default. Budget of a production building like the cattle ranch determines its wages, the attractiveness of its jobs, and its efficiency. On a cattle ranch, higher efficiency will lead to a higher production of hides and meat. Set the budget of your cattle ranches to maximum. Check the efficiency tab on the building info and wait for the cattle ranches to be fully staffed. So I want to go over here to this one. And, oh, I see, we literally just said set budget type for all buildings of the same type. If I'd press Control, so I do Control and click on that one there. And now I got maximum budget. Right there. Efficiency is now 107% on here. Efficiency on there. See, it says 107. Work mode -15. Condition -13. El Presidente visit +10%. And budget modifier 25%. I had an El Presidente visit. Is that just because I happened to click on it? Surely not. If you have coin to spare, you can purchase building upgrades that permanently improve certain aspects of a building. Install chrome tanning. We already looked at that, didn't we? Right, I just want to look on here a second. Efficiency, budget modifier is 25, and then efficiency on there. This one over here, efficiency, El Presidente visit. So how do you get the El Presidente to visit? Is that like a random game occurrence or what? I'm not really sure how that works. Because one of the upgrades that I had when I was picking out my El Presidente and his qualities, like the workaholic, he spent most of his time in his palace, which I'm assuming means that you don't get these random bonuses for an El Presidente visit. Anyway, upgrades. Chrome tanning, 5,000, decreases consumption of hides by 25%, which is, I'd say, pretty cool. That's something we want. Scent spray, Cold War. What's that? Increases job quality by 10. I'm going to do that. If you can't supply enough hides for the tannery to operate efficiently, you can fire workers to save the cost for wages while reducing the rate in which hides are consumed. Fire a worker from the tannery, close one worker slot at the tannery. Right, someone is about to lose their job. Who am I firing? It's pointing at Susana Fernandez. Activity, leisure, position on her way to a shack, age 26. She's well off, but uneducated. He's high school educated. Right, sorry, Susanna.
Are you lost?
Did she just ask me if I'm lost? That sounds a bit rude. Arrange accident, bribe, kill. That's a bit harsh. I'm assuming that this comes later on, where you have to, like, do things like that. Right, so how do I fire you? Oh, fire worker, right-click. Do you really want to fire this worker? Yes, I do. And then hire foreign worker, 75. Close slot there. Right. Some buildings can operate on different work modes that affect the function of a building. They can improve certain aspects while hindering others, or even change the main purpose of the building entirely. In contrast to upgrades, work modes can be switched at any time, allowing you to react to changing circumstances. Inspect the work modes of the buildings involved in your leather export chain. Switch the dock work mode from sniffer dog to regular control. Set both cattle ranches to humane exploit. Right, well, let's have a look over here. So, pasture prohibition. This ranch does not decrease the fertility in its vicinity. Decreases the efficiency by 15%. Humane exploit. This building operates on basic settings. That one's on humane exploit. That one's on humane exploit as well. So they're both working on humane exploit. In this one over here, we want to get rid of sniffer dogs. Regular control. Sniffer decrease the generated crime of the dock by 15. Decreases the efficiency by 20%.
So many ways to juice the fruits of the Tropican economy.
Trade routes for better pay, tweaking supply chains for fun and profit, fire workers to save money, or close job positions for even more schadenfreude. Not to mention fitting new equipment and changing a building's production orders. The power is all yours, Presidente. Always. Right, well, I'm getting the basics of this. Continue with the next tutorial chapter. I will work through these tutorials. We're learning something here. This is quite. I'm actually quite liking what I've seen of this so far.
Your job would be so much easier without the citizens. Perhaps one day we will be able to replace them.
What? Till then, you'd better learn how to keep them all happy. Right, so I got to keep citizens happy. Have you ever wondered about the shacks blemishing your tropical paradise? Apart from looking shabby, living there doesn't really make the tenants happy and you're missing out on rent revenue. Tropicans build shacks on their own whenever residential buildings with vacant flats are too far away from their workplace. So wherever you see a shack, you're seeing people who would rather live in a real residential building at that location. We need to build some bunkhouses. Construction, residential bunkhouse. Housing quality. I see, look at these. Apartment, conventillo building can be built in Cold War. Modern apartments. Country house, low quality residential building for 2 households. Tenants must be well off or better, emits little pollution. Low quality residential for 6 households, tenants must be at least poor. Right, so I have to have some poor residents to be able to fit this in, so where am I going to put it? Spot is already taken. Hang on a minute. I want to zoom in a little bit, and I want to bring this around. So where's the front? I'm going to have that as the front, right there. Says put it here somewhere. Now what? Construction. Oh, I was supposed to build 2 bunkhouses. So, looking over this way, I've got some poor stuff. I'll just plonk 2 of them down here then, shall I? It's going to have them to... You know what? I'm going to build one of them facing a different direction. That one's going to face that way. There. Right. If I speed that up a little bit, then those buildings there should be constructed. We've got docks over that side of some kind, and I've got docks here. Another limiting factor for your citizens is their economic wealth. It defines what they can and can't afford. Residential buildings and service buildings alike have a required economic wealth. And we've run out of time for today's episode. Even tyrannical despots need to take a little bit of time off work occasionally. There's a few names appearing on the screen for you from the Great Book of Names. Just my little thank you to everybody that supports the channel. The names will change after every episode as I cycle through the lists. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.